and this is Chris Kitchen. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday if you are in the US of A. I know some people are international watchers, but I hope you also were able to indulge in some of those recipes I have featured in the holiday recipe playlist here on my channel. But I wanted to just take a quick moment and thank you from the bottom of my grateful heart. Because of you, yes, you, my subscribers, we have reached 100 subscribers, which means we have a custom URL for the channel, which means you can now search my channel name, Chris Kitchen, in your search bar or in your YouTube search bar and find me without having to figure out that alphanumeric generated thing they give to new YouTubers. And I am just so super excited because if it was not for you, that would not have been possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe and join the tribe. I think that's what we'll call ourselves, Chris's tribe. I don't know. I'm still working on it. Anywho, today we are going to add to our restaurant remakes, and I am making up some of that Monterey chicken. It is a very popular dish at many of the main chain restaurants throughout the country, and this is just my take on it. And I mean, how can you go wrong with barbecue sauce and ooey melty cheese and extra crispy bacon? I mean, how can you go wrong with that combination? So I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Let's jump into this kitchen and show you how to make this recipe.
So we're going to start by preheating our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then in a cast iron skillet or a oven safe dish, we're going to place as many as you need to feed your family, and in my case that's 2 boneless skinless chicken breasts, and just fit them in as best as you can. Remember, if you need a bigger pan because you have more pieces of chicken, then by all means please use that. And in a separate bowl, or in this case a coffee mug, we are going to add some barbecue sauce, whichever kind you like, as long as it's something with a little bit of sweetness in it. I apologize for not being in frame, but I do show you everything that we're going to use to kick this sauce up. We're going to add a little bit of mustard, and then some worcestershire sauce, a few dashes of that, and then some soy sauce. We're going to add some soy sauce to this as well, and basically we're just thinning out this barbecue sauce. Okay, so after you do that, you're going to just whisk everything together. I completely forgot to add the chicken broth that is needed for this dish. I remember later, but please add your chicken broth before you start to whisk so that you can have enough liquid for basting your chicken throughout the cooking process, which I'll show you how to do that a little later. And you want to do that because you want your chicken to be nice and moist and flavorful and not be dry and people be talking about your food. Okay, now all the ingredients needed are definitely listed in the description box below, and then we're going to just add some butter to our chicken and just massage that butter on both sides. Now if you want a more heart figure figure friendly version of this, you can use canola oil or olive oil, but look, butter make it better, and we're just gonna make sure to put this butter on both sides. You just basically need a little bit of fat since we're using this skinless boneless chicken breast. Okay, then you're going to add your seasonings, and because I don't want to do cross contamination, I separated them out some because I'm using my God-given tools in my hands, and I'm just adding some salt, pepper, onion and garlic powder, and paprika to this, and just making sure to massage and be very, very generous with your seasoning so your food is flavorful. Nobody likes bland food. Ew. Okay, so just massage this all in. Be sure to get this all over your chicken on both sides because we eat both sides and we want our food to taste good on both sides, child. So just make sure you do that, okay? When you are done, you will wash your hands and you're going to grab your sauce mixture that we made and just cover your chicken with the sauce. As you can see, my sauce is very little. It is lacking in quantity. I forgot to do the chicken broth, like I said, but add the chicken broth. I'm going to remember, and you'll see in a moment it will fill up. But I am basically like patting around trying to remember, what did I forget? Because I know normally this actually does fill my pan. So just make sure to remember to add your chicken broth. Now we will cook our chicken in our 400-degree oven for 45 to 60 minutes or until your chicken is nice and cooked through. But we will make sure to baste our chicken every 15 minutes. And all you're doing is taking this spoon and pouring that yummy sauce all over your spoon. As you can see, my chicken broth has been added. And just baste that chicken. And just every 15 minutes, pour that sauce over with the spoon. Place it back in the oven. 15 minutes later, do the same thing. This is what's going to guarantee you have flavorful, moist, juicy, yummy chicken in every bite. Once your chicken is completely done, you are going to add some bacon strips. This basically is just bacon I had left over from breakfast. But while your chicken is cooking, you can add your bacon strips and cook them up while you're waiting for your chicken to cook if you don't have pre-made bacon. Okay, then we're going to top it with some Monterey cheese, ideally, hence the name Monterey chicken. But I had some just leftover cheeses from other dishes, so there's some cheddar, some Monterey, some shredded Gouda, just whatever you have really will work. Okay, so just top this with some cheese. And then we're going to add just a few green onions, and we'll place this back into our oven for about 7 to 10 minutes, just long enough for the cheese to melt down and become ooey and gooey. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment and let me know what you think. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss out on any of the simple and delicious recipes we have cooking up here week after week in Chris Kitchen. If you're still here, head over to my Instagram page and make sure you join the Chris Kitchen Insta gang so you can see the daily kitchen action. Okay, I think that's all. Yep. See y'all next week. Bye.